Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and we now finally have Season 25. And there's been a lot of great changes and some changes that people are wondering, well, why wasn't anything actually done about it? So we're going to go over some of the great things with Season 25 and also some things that players are a little disappointed with. We're also going to go ahead and give out one of the current Pathfinder heirloom recolors. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. Without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So Apex Legends Season 25 is here, and there were a lot of really good changes. Something I really actually like and a lot of new players are probably going to enjoy is that Bot Royale actually added a new difficulty selector, which will allow you to test your skills against various level of Apex bots. You can actually go ahead and adjust the settings during the match to update the Apex bots difficulty as well. And then they also went ahead and added something that we've been needing for a very long time, a way to actually do new audio logs, where if you have a high amount of audio dropouts during your last match, you can actually upload so that they can go ahead and actually work on fixing some of those issues. Those are absolutely massive, and the audio has always been a really hit or miss thing in this game, so having a way to actually report that now is pretty amazing. That being said, there were some big changes, or well, kind of, in terms of the Assault and Skirmisher classes. For Battle Surge, they removed the scan on shield crack. The health bar now lingers for 3 seconds, and a move speed boost now only applies when sprinting during the active window. And the Skirmisher class has the charged knock actually removed with a tack gained on knock. So they went ahead and actually reverted them in their power a little bit, but that being said, we didn't see any changes for the controller class, which has been a long time coming. In fact, Giggle Autumn, who is one of the best caustic mains out there, went and said, extremely disappointed in the fact that every single class has received major buffs besides the controller class. They are the least picked legends in the game for a reason. Please show them some love. And she's not wrong at all, because when we look at the pick rates, the highest controller legend is actually in the bottom 10, and that's Watson, who used to be actually a really fun pick to play and is still a fan favorite character. And then you've got Rampart in the bottom 5, Caustic in the bottom 3, Catalyst also in the bottom 4. Overall, controller legends just aren't as viable as they were, and it would be interesting or nice to see them actually make a return to the meta, because we did see a lot of buffs and nerfs for other legends outside of those classes. For instance, Ashe, they increased her ult max distance travel time to 2.5 seconds and increased the ult minimum distance travel time to 0.5 seconds. Conduit, they actually increased attack health regen per tick to 4. And the Mirage also saw an increased number of decoys created during ult to 6 was 5. But those characters were all very popular and actually pretty good. Also, we saw a huge buff to Pathfinder, which is great. I mean, it makes sense. They have the brand new heirloom recolor. You can see here the grappling hook cooldown is now variable, ranging from 10 to 30 seconds depending on distance traveled. The zipline gun is integrated with a zipline Zen upgrade into base. The damage mitigation increased to 50%. And they upgraded the Feeling Zippy, gain a second zipline gun charge, and Grapple God gain a second grappling hook. And they actually did some stuff for Seer as well. I imagine there's going to be a huge rework when his Town Takeover does drop, which is being talked about on Broken Moon possibly this season. They decreased the time for tack to hit targets to 0.8 seconds and decreased the time for tack to finish to was 0.9 seconds. Again though, and while it's awesome to see that, we still didn't see anything for the controller class, and I would have liked to have seen a little bit of tweaking. There is talk that Caustic is going to get a new tripwire ability, which sounds pretty cool. That being said, they did change the P2020, which was asked for by a lot of fans. However, it may not be enough. They did decrease the damage to 24 and basically lowered the mag size by 2 or 3 depending on which magazine you have on. That being said, it is clear that the P2020 is by far the most powerful gun in the game right now. In the recent ALGS LAN that was happening in New Orleans, 1,709,793 damage has been dealt with a P2020 from 303,000 shots, and that's over 300 hours of accumulated playtime. It was the most damaging weapon in the entire game, and it would be nice to see the devs actually go ahead and tackle that for the weapon meta. There were a lot of other really cool changes, like the Devotion now, if you get all the attachments on it, actually gets the turbocharger. There's a lot of fun stuff in this season, and Pharaoh himself is also a great legend to play. It would have been nice though to see a couple other tweaks. Maybe they'll come in the mid-season patch, but that's basically how Season 25 is shaping up in the meta so far. We're gonna go ahead and jump into community clips now. Don't forget to submit your own to me at Thordan Smash on Twitter, but without further ado, let's roll it.
My ultimate's good to go.
Hold on. Throwing Arc Star. Throwing Arc Star. Strike out. Enemy shield broken. Fallbacks in play. Enemy down.
Non-user taking body off the ground.
Going to phase.
Here. What's up, Governor? Thank you. on my. Oh my.
I downed an enemy.
Y'all. This team dead.
Down the subject. Enemy spotted.
Heat shield here.
Round 3. Beginning ring countdown. Attention. Delivering replicator.
Incoming replicator. What a marvel of science. Subject spotted. Reloading. 1 minute until the nearby ring closes. Fire. Center the subject.
Enemy spotted. 40. Let's go. 45.
Center the subject. Subject damaged. Down another subject.
Attention.
Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on the current state of Season 25? Are you very happy with it, or do you hope they go ahead and fix the controller class? Also, don't forget to check out this video right here where I cover more Apex Legends news on the daily, and until next time everyone, keep slaying the Outlands. I'll see you out there.